since 1991. Birds and people are living together in seemingly perfect harmony, until one day a young man catches fire. This is Phoenix.
What is going on, guys? Mic check 1 2. Hopefully I'm loud and clear. Welcome Eli, welcome Airline, welcome Scott in the house. Back with you for another live stream with the CRJ. I've really been enjoying the CRJ lately, and I want to get a little better at flying it, and I want to enjoy it a little bit more on stream. So I thought, why not continue with some CRJ Blue Streak ops. Today we are Blue Streak 5521. Departing DCA to Jacksonville. We're at Echo 56 right now in DCA, Reagan International. We're expecting a flight time of 1.5 hours today, cruising at 360. There's no VATSIM online. Actually, it reminds me, let me bust out my VATSPy here. Make sure there's no one online. Boston Center's online, but not Washington Center. So hopefully we'll get some ATC going into Jacksonville. But yeah, welcome guys. I asked in the Discord community or the members channel if you guys want to do a nighttime or a daytime. Scott said sunrise, so I brought the time down to 6 a.m.-ish. The sun should be raising as we pre-flight the aircraft and get going. We got Gary in the house. Welcome, Gary. Good to see you again. Welcome, welcome. So here we are. Let me turn the sounds up a little bit. It was making me deaf earlier from the VATSIM traffic, but should be good now. Beautiful. And hopefully, like I said, my voice is 5x5. Welcome back to DCA. Something I noticed real quick is, I don't know if it's the scenery updated or something, but the sounds went away. Oh, you know what? They didn't go away. It was just in my headphones. I had turned them down because of the VATSIM traffic, so I couldn't hear the chatter in the airport. But I love that feature about this. The ambient noise and stuff. Really like the scenery. So we are Blue Streak 5521, service to Jacksonville. I don't know why I say that like a French person. It's not like we're doing jazz ops. But either way, let's enjoy this bird. Let's go. Hop in. Go right here. I'm gonna come to my iPad or EFB if they want to be technical about it. Let's connect the ground power unit. Beautiful. And service door, forward cargo. We'll get everything open. Passenger door. And I'm gonna go over here to the roof. Maybe I'll use my handy dandy flashlight for now. I'm gonna go battery master. We'll throw the DC service on too. AC. And the gens are in auto. So we got external power. And I'm gonna give it some, what was the lighting? Overhead lighting over here. Good, I can turn this off now. Let's get some more lighting everywhere. We'll get some floodlights. Good. And let's light up over here as well. And the FO side. Good. Alright, so gens are in auto. That's fine. For our purposes anyway. Nav lights going on. Boost pumps can stay off. Bleed air normal. Isolation valve closed. And I found out you don't need to mess with the bleeds. It's all auto. So even though it's on both engine for the bleed source, I could still grab APU bleed air apparently. And I don't need to touch the isolation valve for engine start. So that's something new. Flying lifetime, Eli? No, it's in the morning, early morning. Good. So hydraulic pump, I'll turn on 3A. And for our cabin pressure, let's see, for our landing altitude rather. What do we got? 29 in Jacksonville, so we're just gonna leave it landing elevation 0. That's fine right there. And then aft cargo condition. And packs can go on. I'll go window heat low. I'll keep the probes off for now. And we'll come down here, emergency lights, arm. And we'll throw the no smoking signs to auto. Good. Do you ever fly lifetime? Yeah, I did actually, Eli. What was the one? We went to JFK. I did a couple night flights lately actually. Just arrived to my hotel right on time. Welcome, Scott. Hope you enjoy your travels. Welcome, dude. Alright, cool. Let's go over here. Actually, before that, we're gonna need to align our nav. So we're gonna go nav over there. We'll grab this and put it to standby and make sure it's on comm. And for our standby. And we are good for now. So let's go to the FMS. My nav database is active till 22nd of February.
River visual for runway 19er.
Ooh, they're doing river visuals down in DCA right now. So we're in DCA. I'm gonna grab the GPS position, set it there. Flight plan. Yes, Scott, I grabbed this from Threshold Aviation. Yes, sir. So we are from DCA. We're going to Jacksonville. Let me grab my sim brief. I wish this aircraft had a little bit more sim brief integration, if I may say so myself. For our alternate is... Where's my alternate? MCO, so Orlando. Good. And for our route, we're going to Scoob. That's our first waypoint for the transition for the SID. Scoob. Sierra Charlie, Oscar, Bravo.
5421, JetBlue 640. What is your speed?
Going 230 right now, slow to
Guild.
180 for final.
Direct Guild, and then we're gonna hop on Quebec 409, Quebec 409er to Sisu. So we're gonna follow that airway all the way to Sisu, and then Ascent. That's Echo Sierra Echo November Tango. FPS looks good. Aviate, my PC specs, exclamation point. Here, I'll do it. Exclamation point specs in chat. Thank you. So Ascent, that's good. I'm gonna go execute. Departure is gonna be on the Amy 1 to Scoop. So Amy 1, Scoop transition, off runway 19. Amy 1, Scoop, off 19, execute. Jacksonville, I'm going Lunny 1 from Ascent to 8.
421, 5 mile final, river visual, runway 19er, Reagan.
I'll do ILS Yankee runway
Reagan, JetBlue 640, visual 19, Reagan.
Let me see if I need the transition. New shirt gives you a straight A's student vibe. Last time you looked like a bad boy rebel. It's probably the sunglasses, because it's too dark right now for sunglasses. Maybe I'll put it on as it gets darker, or as the sun comes up. So let's see. CRG, where is CRG here? Do I want to transition from CRG? I don't think so. So just vectors for the ILS. Execute that. Good. And let's go to GSX and go boarding.
Boarding requested.
Whatever's the default GSX choice, why not? That's good for now. And we are on 122.8. We've been hearing VATSIM. That's good. Can do my mass and balance as well, independent of what GSX is doing for now, I guess. I'm gonna go. Yes, I want to board both. Let's go to my zero fuel weight. 65,418.
Reagan traffic out to pitch 421, short final, runway 19er, Reagan.
10,561 according to SimBrief. I'm gonna get more. I'm gonna get like I'll take a little bit more. Let's take 11.4.
Pilot's boarding starting.
All right. So with zero fuel weight, we got 65,418, 65,418 checks. We got fuel 11.4, 11.4. Good. And we got the right. Where was my fuel indication right here? 11.4. That's good. Then I can go copy perf data into FMS. Perf in it. What's my cruising altitude? 360. And if I have to go to MCO, if you have to divert for whatever reason, it's going to be 19,000 on the cruising altitude to MCO. Good. Execute that. VNAV. Target speed 290 in the climb. 300 in the cruise. 290 in the descent. Mach 0.74. Okay. Don't worry about the descent info for now. I'm gonna put the numbers in.
Your passenger's bus is coming.
So we're expecting 42, 43, 54. Just make sure that's correct one more time. Good.
Reagan traffic, Delta Pitch 421, we're clear of runway 19er at Foxtrot, taxi over the ramp.
Let's go set all.
Reagan, JetBlue 640 on the short final for 19.
So we got 50 or 42, 43, 54. 42, 43, 54. Happy with that. We're waiting on our packs
Passengers boarding starting.
as the sun comes up beautifully. We're gonna go floodlights a little bit lower. Now let's get a METAR in chat. METAR Kilo Delta Charlie Alpha. Let's see what pops up.
Engine traffic minister cost clear on Charlie, taxi Charlie Whiskey to the 6.
So as of 17:52, so it's almost an hour old. 110 at 9er. 10 statute miles visibility, broken 25,000, temperature 7, dew point -4, altimeter 30, 40. So let's go 30, 40, relatively high pressure today.
Reagan, JetBlue 640 is exiting 19, crossing 22 at Alpha.
Thirty, 40 set once, twice, and three times. Good, let's review our route real quick. So we're gonna pop that over to plan mode. So for the
Reagan, JetBlue 640 is off of 22.
I'm gonna go over
Reagan
here.
traffic American 27.3, Burp Fisher 19, about 7.5 miles, Reagan.
Interesting how this loads it to FIMB. So over here, off 19, it says climb heading 187 to 515, then direct FIMB. So it doesn't have that little turn and Levy, or is Levy part of the other one? Maybe Levy's part of the other departure actually. Anyway, so we're going 515, then FIMB, max 230 knots and 1500 or higher by FIMB, and then AME 5000 or higher. That's what we're looking for. So if I go MFD advanced, it's got 230 and 1500 or higher by FIMB. That looks good to me. And then McNabb, Amy, so on. Call in Scoob. And then for the arrival, there's a discon there. And then we're gonna join the star. I'm gonna fix that discon, but the star looks good. It's gonna bring you basically for pretty much a downwind from Rummy. It's gonna be on vectors. We're gonna vector ourselves for the ILS 08. Okay, that looks good. We got IRSs aligned. Let's go flight directors. What's my runway heading? 187. .187 on the runway heading, and what was the initial top altitude?
173, final runway 19, Reagan.
5,000 top altitude. So we'll bring this down to 5,000. Alright, beautiful. 5,000 is there, I see it. Good time to go stab trim, mock trim, yaw damper, and this is definitely out of procedure in terms of real CRJ ops, but I'm gonna go nose wheel steering to arm now because I just don't want to forget it. Anti-skid is also armed. Good. What was my stab trim? 6.9. Alright, 6.9 is set. Let's start the APU. So fueling's complete. I'm gonna go boost pumps on, and I'm gonna go APU. Let's wait for that APU door open. Good. And we're gonna go APU. Start. Alright, APU is available. I'm gonna go down to my electric. We got APU gen. Good. Back to stats page. Pretty much disconnect the ground power. Now, parking brakes are set. And our ADG is stowed as well. I'm not going to touch any of this stuff. Emergency flap deploy, etc. And our radios. This is already pushed in, good. And we're on VHF1 and we're on VATSIM. And my squawk, according to vPilot here, is it says squawk 3770. So 3770, and squawk that. TCAS is automatic in this bad boy. I'm gonna arm my reversers now too, just so I don't forget. And I'm gonna come turn on all the hydraulic pumps to auto now. I think you're supposed to put it to on, make sure it pressurizes, and then put it to auto and make sure it depressurizes before you need it, but skip all that. And I'm gonna go beacon lights on. I'm about to start my engines. Passenger seatbelt signs on. And I'm just gonna double check everything up here so we can, I don't think I need to, do I need to press this? Just disconnected. Let's see. Alright, boost pumps are on, bleed valves auto, and good. Packs are on, landing elevation is 0. Alright, let's get out of here. I think we're ready. Do I need to make an announcement for my pushback is the question. I'm going to push back onto spot 14-ish. So for a taxi, it's going to be pushback nose, I guess right actually. Nose right for runway 19. Set my charts over here on the side so I can refer to it. So we'll go nose right, then taxi via Sierra, cross 15 at Sierra, line up and wait at Juliet for runway 19. That's the taxi. Good. I'm gonna go GSX, reset position. And let's close up all our doors.
Captain, the cabin is secure. All passengers are aboard.
Ladies and gentlemen, on behalf of the captain and crew,
Roger.
welcome aboard this flight. We
Doors
hope you
are
enjoy flying with us.
closed.
Before takeoff, we would like to encourage all passengers to watch our cabin crew display the safety features of the aircraft.
Let's go pushback. Whatever is GSX choice, sure. We are Blue Streak. Blue Streak 5521. Good.
Hello, Captain. We are ready for pushback.
Beacon lights on, nav lights on. Hold your ears. Oh yeah, let's remove our trucks as well.
Departure checks completed. Bypass pin inserted.
See the APU isolation valve, the load control valve is an isolation is open automatically. So I don't even need to worry about the bleed air source. Even though it's on both engine, it's on auto, so you're good to go.
Locking gear.
Alright, so we're going to push back nose right.
Release parking brakes.
Oh, hold on. Do we have VATSIM? Looks like we have VATSIM. Look at that
Release
timing.
parking brakes.
DC center is 133.725. 133.
Release parking brakes.
I know GSX. 1 second, please. Sheesh.
26 Washington, roger, I done.
Alright, let's see. He gave me a PDC just right now.
Yeah, I done, please.
Squawk 3770. We are squawking that. Good. And we are clear to Jacksonville.
Release parking
Amy 1,
brakes.
Scoop Transition Guild Q409, Sisu, Ascent, Lundy 1, KJAX, altitude 360. Alright, good. Columbia to Sid,
parking
expect
brakes.
36010 minutes after departure, frequency 119.85, contact ATC for push.
Release parking brakes.
119er, so Potomac approaches on line 2, 119er85.
Release parking brakes.
This is beautiful. We're getting all this VATSIM now, as soon as we're about to go.
1526 with a contact, follow up 300.
Okay, 1985 for Potomac
Release
approach.
parking brakes.
Good. And let's go here, legs. Alright, we are at gate Echo 56.
Release parking
Let me
brakes.
just get the ATIS real quick so I have the ATIS as well. So DCA ATIS is
Release parking brakes. Release parking brakes.
Information uniform. We have information uniform in the house.
Release parking brakes. Release parking brakes.
Alright.
Release parking brakes.
And approach Blue Streak 5521 with information uniform over at gate Echo 56 at DCA. Request push and start.
Release parking brakes.
Blue Streak 5521, Potomac departure. Good afternoon. Push and start on the November is approved. Tail north.
Release parking brakes.
Push and start on November, tail north, Blue Streak 5521. Alright, tail north.
Release parking brakes.
Now we can release parking brakes.
Commencing push. All engines clear. Start at will.
Alright, starting at will. Let's go. We'll go ignition. Actually, the ignition's auto. I think I don't need to put it to continuous. Let's go engine left. Left engine start. Got that in too, and about 20%. I want to give it fuel. Got my flight number. I'm gonna enter that real quick. Blue Streak 5521. We got engine number 1 or left engine stabilizing. ITT's rising. It's not stabilizing just yet.
Ladies and gentlemen, please pay attention as we display the safety features and procedures of the aircraft in case of an emergency. During an emergency, please remain
Right
in
engine.
your seats with your seatbelt fastened and your seats in the upright position. In case of a drop in
Waiting your
cabin pressure,
confirmation
please
for a
mask
good
the drop
engine
from the
start.
ceiling and should be placed over your head.
Confirm good engine start.
Potomac, hello, American 845 Popeye, stand 1-4 for push and start with uniform.
Exits which are located here and here.
Alright, here we go.
In
Fuel.
case of an extreme emergency landing, you'll be instructed to get into the brace position, which is executed by placing your head between your knees with your hands over your head.
American 845 Papa, Potomac departure. Number.
Alright, flaps are set 8 and indicating.
American 845 Papa, push and start on to kilos approved. Tail south.
So we're good push actually. Thanks, GSX. That
Push
was
start
nice.
on Kilo in tail south, 845 Papa.
Tow truck disconnected. Bypass pin removed.
Cool.
Left is clear. Right is clear.
Alright, 2 good engines. I'm gonna go APU, and APU inlet door can close. Good. And let's go prop heats. Windshield heater is good, already on. And I'm gonna throw on my recogs. Looking good. Have a good trip, thank you. Thank you, GSX. Flaps are set and trim is 6.9. 6.9. And let's go. So after start, generators, auto, electrics check, lead valves, auto packs on, APU, anti-ice and nose, wheel steering good. Good to go. Alright, let's call for taxi. GSX is gone. Departure, Blue Streak 5521, ready to taxi with uniform.
Blue Streak 5521, runway 19, taxi by November, Sierra, Juliet, cross runway 15.
Runway 19, taxi via November, Sierra, Juliet, cross 15, Blue Streak 5521. And my flight control cam is not working for whatever reason. I'm just gonna do one right like this. So full right neutral, full aft, full forward. Looking good. And we got rudders. Good. Flight control test complete. And let's go. Alright, I'm going to cross 15 at Sierra, so I'm going to go throw the strobe lights on and I'll... Whoops. Whoa, I have that free wheel, free spinning mouse wheel. Sometimes goes haywire on me. And let's go block time on, by the way. So we've been given clear to cross 15 at Sierra. Clear on the left, clear on the right.
November 345, Foxtrot, Hotel Potomac departure, go ahead.
Ladies and gentlemen, the captain has advised that we are now cleared for takeoff. Please
Roger, clearance on request, standby number 1.
as this is a normal procedure for a nighttime takeoff.
Guys, smash that like button if you haven't already. Always forget to say it.
Clearance on request, standby number 1.
It really helps the algorithm share the stream with more people. Appreciate you guys.
JetBlue 726, Potomac departure, go ahead. Yeah, I'm covering Baltimore today.
So straight out, slight left turn.
American 845 Papa.
Finby at about 1500, max 230
American
knots.
845 Papa, runway 19, taxi via Kilo Sierra Juliet, cross runway 15.
Kilo Sierra Juliet, cross 15. American 845 Papa.
Blue Streak 5521, wind 080 at 4, runway 1, clear for takeoff.
Confirm runway 19er, clear for takeoff for Blue Streaks 5521.
Sorry about that, runway 19, clear for takeoff.
Clear for takeoff, runway 19, Blue Streak 5521. Alright, let's go. Cabin crew, please prepare for takeoff. Yeah, I don't know why my flight controls cam is not working.
Hotel, contact Potomac departure on 126.1 for your clearance.
Beautiful sunrise in DCA. And we don't need to worry about getting intercepted by the fighter jets because we're doing runway 19 departure. We're not gonna bust the whatchamacallit, the airspace. White House. Alright, let's go. Stable, toga. Check, let's go. Takeoff power set, engine indications normal, airspeed's alive, 80 knots, check. Slight wind from the left, quartering left. V1, rotate. Pause rate, gear up. Speed. Let's go nav.
District 5521, radar contact failed to give it.
Scott super chatted $4.99.
Hey.
$4.99 from Scott Toga.
Passing 1000, Blue Streak 5521. I didn't hear that.
District 5521, climb, maintain 17,000.
Up to 17,000, Blue Streak 5521. Thanks for that super chat, Scott. Okay, let's go to speed 230. Speed 230 and we're nav in. Flaps clean. And up to
American 845,
17,000.
Papa, wind 080 runway 19, clear for takeoff.
004, 19, clear takeoff.
Beautiful. Blue Streak Aviation, welcome. Good to see you again, dude.
Blue Streak 5521, climb, maintain flight level 190.
Up to 190 for Blue Streak 5521. Alright, 190. Can go past, we passed Fimby, so we can go to 250 now. A little bit of nose down trim. Hold your ears, guys, it's gonna be loud. Look at that.
Takeoff approach, good evening, Envoy 2254 out of flight level 190, caps 3 arrival information, Victor DCA.
Alright, I'm gonna go autopilot on.
Envoy 2254, Potomac approach, good afternoon.
So FMS climb 250. And Scott, thanks so much for that
visual 19 approach.
super chat. Appreciate you, man. I was super busy in the departure.
Radio check.
Let's clear that disc on. Ah, don't do this again. I hate when it does this shit.
American 825 Papa 1000.
Hold on. So McNabb.
American 845 pop up. It's on that
Amy,
radar
Colin,
contact line. Maintains level
Scoop,
210.
Gil.
Level 210, liquid fire, Papa.
You see how it goes backwards? Oh, it just, never mind. It's not doing what it did last time. It's fine. We just want to make sure we don't see any FIMB here.
Blue Streak 5521, contact Washington Center 133.72. See ya.
3372 Blue Streak 5521. See ya. Okay. Yeah, I'm fine. I'm fine. False alarm. And let's go speed 290 past 10,000. And let's clean it up. Center hello Blue Streak 5521 13400 for 19,000.
Blue Streak 5221 Washington, roger, Reagan. Cover maintain level 360 and clear out to Sesu. It's going to be 0 Echo, 0 Uniform Echo.
Up to flight level 360 and clear direct Sesu for Blue Streak 5521, thanks. Direct. That's a huge shortcut.
American 17788 Washington, roger.
So direct Sesu 300. Look at that shortcut. Bless this guy's heart. What a shortcut. Or disarm our reversers and we're up to 360. That was a huge shortcut we just got from ATC, guys. 360. Alright, 360, I see it. W. Alright, now that I'm a little bit more free, I can go to here, update the numbers. So $10 for the month of February for Scott. Thanks, man. Appreciate the tip once again. Hope you enjoyed that departure. Let's go standard on the barrel. 2992, 2992, and standard. Sync my heading bug as well. Looking good. Just gotta double check my flight plan. Okay, present position, we're cleared direct Sesu with that big shortcut we got from ATC. Then Essent. At Essent, I want to be 280 or higher.
Walker
Looks like
563, radar service terminated.
it has all the
60 change crew, Walker 563.
It has all the numbers, the altitude and
online.
speed restrictions. Good. We'll keep it here. Alright, so for Essent, for some descent planning real quick, I want to be at 280 or higher, so even if I say
Washington, American 25, Papa, radio check.
5 possibly.
845 Papa, fast.
I'll aim for 300, maybe 310 for Essent. So if you want to descend from 36 to 31, that's 5 to lose times 3, that's 15. We'll call it 18 from Essent. We'll start our descent, so we'll put a fix
American
here.
805 Papa, Washington, Roger, climb and maintain flight level 340.
American 845 Papa, climb and maintain 340.
Looks good.
Southwest 8040 Jacksonville, close frequency change approved. Good night.
Frequency change approved, Southwest 8040.
Center Delta 410, mic check.
5 possibly.
I'm going to go seatbelt signs off as well.
Frontier Flight 2794, my bad, it's going to be cross Ritchie and maintain flight
And
level
cabin temperature is 23, that's good. Cabin altitude is 4,400 and Delta P is 7.3, pressurization rate 400 and climbing. Good. $300 for the cruise. Good. I don't see much wing flex on this aircraft. Maybe it's just me.
226, contact Boston 134.7, good night.
134.7, expect 226, good night.
Good night. So.
American 790, descend to maintain ident and descend to maintain 12,000, please.
Alright, 6,000 feet to go. Looks good to me. Forgot to take any screenshots. Snip. Save as. First screenshot of the day. Hopefully we'll get Jacksonville Center online at some point. That would be nice. Scott says, found out today Breeze Airlines will be offering nonstop from Huntsville to LAX for $120. Wow, that saves you a big amount of time, Scott, not having to transfer through Atlanta. That's pretty cool. I think Breeze, that's the one Raph takes to his base, right? I think so. The blue livery. Ooh, A220, nice.
November 6 Foxtrot, requested 0.
That's cheap, man. $120 for that distance.
36 my Foxtrot, Team Manassas, similar showing 3041.
Going to book something for the family? Nice.
Do you need higher, or is you good right there?
No, we're good. We just want to get onto the correct altitude. Thank you.
A lot of low-cost carriers popping up in the U.S. Yeah, it's super cheap, considering how far Huntsville and LA are. And then from LA, you can pretty much access the whole West Coast. Wherever you want, you can transfer from there. Yeah, when's A220 coming out?
American 1778 cross water.
There's so much talk of all these aircrafts, and you can't wait for some of them to actually come out. Or should we just hold off for 2024? That's another thought I have. Like, I kind of want the A300 any builds, but I'm like, should I just hold off until 2024 comes out? $20.85. Feels like it, right? Let me see what the weather's doing down in Jacksonville real quick. Wow, I just totally butchered that command. Exclamation point DEST, let's just do that. Alright, 1,000 feet to go. And our cruising altitude, our cruising speed is going to be 300.
By the captain on arrival into Washington National.
Delta 410, descent leading half 3 landing south Washington, altimeter showing 3041.
Synaptic partnered with AnyBuilds, so probably pretty soon. That would be cool. There must be some similarities with the CRJ and the A220. So if we're flying this, we should be able to transfer over to the A220
departure.
At least we'll see. Relatively hassle-free.
Was that at or is it at Airbus 188,000?
Washington Center, American 2229, sure, runway 5 left on the ground in Raleigh, ready for departure.
Frontier Flight 2794, it's going to be Richie at flight level 270.
Affirm, Richie at level 270, Frontier Flight 2794.
I hadn't
Sorry.
quite gotten to 360 yet.
5 left. What's the call sign?
American
So our
22.
target's Mach 0.74, but I'll probably go a little bit faster.
Okay, that was 3 at once. American 2229, runway 5 left, clear for takeoff, fly runway heading.
Runway 5 left, clear for takeoff, runway heading. American 2229.
American 603, runway 5 left, line up and way.
5 left, runway, American 607.
Alright, 360 coming up. Alt cap.
Delta 410, how do you read the transmission?
Here we go, 360.
Alright, Washington Center, Delta 410, requesting descent by the capture 3 on our arrival.
Delta 410, how do you read the transmission?
I really want to figure out my sim crashing, but I have no idea what to do. Is it still doing that? That sucks, Eli, man. Did you do that memory test that Scott suggested? Worth a try. Alright, I'll go Mach 0.78. Yeah, it can go, what, 410, I think? It could boogie too. Like Mach 0.82-ish. It's faster than the Airbus, that's for sure.
Washington Center, American 2229 with you passing through 1,500 feet, climbing 6,000.
Only done 2 flights since the start of February. Damn.
Climb tempo 310, hold runway heading, American 2229.
American 603, runway 5 left, clear for takeoff.
No X-plane? You don't want to do X-plane? Or did I already ask you that? I'm kind of trying to get my speed right here.
American 7778 after Waterloo, descend to maintain 14,000 Washington up the
I'm going to slow it down just a little bit to Mach 78 and then we can keep that.
14,000, please.
14,000.
First air flight 2794, descent via the prow to arrival, the LaGuardia altimeter showing 3048.
3048, descend via the Proud to arrival, Frontier Flight 2794.
Alright.
Washington Center,
We'll keep an eye on the
Sierra
speed.
Charlie is 20 miles west of Kessel VOR
X-plane just looks
9,000.
terrible. Well, I mean, better than nothing.
The two guys try to check it, give me 1 second. I have
If your
to check
Microsoft's
my,
giving you all this issue.
That's a 1459, descent via the Chesley
Throw yourself some
sorry, landing south, the Charlotte altimeter showing
auto ortho.
3029.
Call it a day. Enjoy X-plane, some toeless action. It could be worse. Maybe with, I'm hoping for you it's a software thing. So maybe like with the next release of the sim update, you'll get less crashes. I don't know. Also, there's like something called NV Clean Install that helps you just install the actual components you need for your GPU driver instead of all the fluff and the BS that goes with it. I don't know if that's worth a try as well. Install your GPU driver with NV Clean Install. Alright, speed seems to be holding pretty alright. Can't really tell if my fixed ring is there. Anyways, we'll keep an eye out for the descent. So, like I said, I want to be at Essence for 310.
American 603, ready to contact, stay altitude.
You've done that?
6000, American 603.
But I'm not gonna just go to explain and forget about fixing my stuff. Yeah, for sure. I'm just saying in the meantime to hold up your craving for flying, you can use some explain.
American 2229, correct to wave, resume the arrival.
Direct way, resume arrival, American 2229. Washington Center, Twin Cessna 1 Sierra Charlie, checking in 25 miles west of Kessel, VOR 900,000.
November 1 Sierra Charlie, Washington, roger, ident.
Ident 1 Sierra Charlie.
So I have about 170 to go to Sisu, and then 123 after that to Essent. So that's pretty much 290. So I said how many miles to start a descent? 18-ish, so 260, 270, 270 minus that one. So I'll say when we're about, yeah, we'll call it 20 miles from Essent, which is in about 270 miles. We'll start a descent, 270 miles. Speed's looking okay. Maybe a little bit more thrust.
American 1778, call come back 1985, good night.
Does the CRJ not have a top of descent marker?
Charlie, we're at the contact,
It probably does.
Showing 3041.
3041 Sierra Charlie.
American 845 to Papa, descent via the Chapter
I don't
5,
see
landing
anything.
South Washington, the Charlotte altimeter showing 313.
I don't see a top of descent marker in plan mode at least. If I go to this mode, the rows,
Washington, hello, November 4-2 Lima on the O is
it's probably here
3
somewhere.
miles
So I think this is my fixed ring that I put, but I don't know if it has a top of descent marker by itself. I want to say from what I remember last time it does, but maybe I'm wrong.
November 14,
We'll find out soon.
November 42 Romeo, Lima Romeo, Washington, roger.
A few days ago I was practicing the Phoenix, and that went well and nothing crashed, but then the day after it crashed, I have no idea what's going on. Yeah, that's weird how it's inconsistent like that too. So you already told me that you already checked all your hardware, everything's secure, yeah, nothing's overheating, everything's secure, all the stuff in the community folder is secure.
That's the 1459, I gave you that earlier, descent via the Chapter 5, landing south to 3029.
Yeah, that's an odd one, man.
Thank you, 1459. Delta 410, you can continue over to Platoon approach 119.85, good night.
That is an odd one.
119.85 for Delta 410.
Good day. Delta 42 Lima Romeo, radar contact, altitude indicate 11,000.
Just make sure we're pressurized. So yeah, rate is 0 now, Delta P is 8.2, cabin altitude is 6,300.
Yeah, that's fine. If you want to descend down to 9, that's fine as well.
We'll stay at 11, thanks.
American 603, if I haven't given to you, correct to wave, join a Cap 3 arrival.
Yep, we got direct wave in Cap 3 arrival, American 603.
Let's see where we are. We are Blue Streak 5521. Pretty much
Yeah, go ahead.
almost out of Washington's airspace. Hoping, like I said, Jacksonville comes online.
American 1526, instead of maintain 90,000, and you can monitor 122.8. Yeah.
And Washington Center, Walker 4133 with you at 350.
Walker 4133, Washington Center, Roger.
I didn't mean to say the community folder is secure. I meant everything in there is updated. Yeah, I know what you mean. It's just unfortunate that I can't really suggest anything that you haven't tried already.
Roger. That's a 1459 Atlanta closed radar service terminated frequency. Over unit Campbell 1459. JetBlue 9040, 18, follow 270.
Then maintain flight level 270, JetBlue 94.
Alright, let's get a little outside view. Hold on, hold your ears, this might be loud. I'm going to decrease the throttle just a teeny bit here because we're almost Mach 0.79 now. There we go. That's bringing us back down.
2642 Washington, you on this frequency?
Fuel looks pretty balanced to me. 4165, 4230. Since it's sunny outside, we can throw on our shades probably. Good.
JetBlue 94, radar service terminated, frequency change approved.
Frequency change approved, JetBlue 94, good night.
Frontier flight 2794, radar service terminated, frequency change approved, good night.
Frequency change approved, Frontier flight 2794.
American 845, Papa, radar service terminated, frequency change approved, good night.
Radar service terminated, 0.8, 45 Papa, have a good one, bye.
Washington Center, double 746, 8,500, 14,000. JetBlue 726, Washington, Roger, number maintain, available 390. 390, JetBlue 726.
Washington Center, good evening. Southwest 2642 standing on. We're sending by the Alden 4 arrival on the Raleigh-Durham, currently at flight level 256, descending down to flight level 170.
Southwest 2642, Washington, Roger, descent via order 3, order 2, 5, last 45 right here towards the Raleigh Altimeter showing 3033.
Alright, we'll continue to descend via the Alden 3 and
I'm gonna get some water. I'll be right
take
back.
the 5 left that's available.
Okay, Roger, you can select for the visual first for that runway.
Alright, Roger. 855 makes go on ground at Market State, looking to take off from the Hampton to the southwest into below the flat Bravo.
You can go 1985 for that request.
1985.
Oh yeah, what happened to my METAR for Jacksonville?
Washington
Do it
Center,
again?
good evening. Aero 1202 Romeo 7000 feet.
Aero 202 Romeo, Washington, Roger. Clear to Norfolk if you would like.
Direct destination, Aero 1202 Romeo, thank you for the shortcut, sir.
Washington Center, American 2229, we've reached the top of the descent.
American 2229, Roger, descent via the cap 3 landing south.
So as
Then
of
cap 3 landing south, American
1856,
2229.
50 minutes ago, 070 at 5, we're planning runway 8, that's good. 10 station
3041
miles
for the altimeter,
visibility,
American
few
2229.
clouds at 12,000, scattered 25,000, temperature 11, dew point 03, altimeter 30.5. Looks good.
November 736, Pine Fox.
November 1156, descending via the Freedom through follow 326.
Bus that you're supposed to descend to cross Buckle out of me into bottom of 310. Southwest 1156, descent via the Freedom 5 arrival, landing South Washington, altimeter showing 3041.
3041, descend via the Freedom landing south. Southwest 1156.
Washington Center, good evening. Delta 950 with you, flight level 350.
Alright, we got 10 likes, that's good. Appreciate you guys. Let's see if we can get a little bit more. If you haven't already, smash that like button.
I'm sorry, who was that checking in? I was on the landline.
Delta 950 with you, flight level 350.
That was at 950 Washington, Roger. Alright, that's Delta 950, radar contact, follow up 350, corrective waves, join the cap 3 arrival.
Was that direct waves for 950?
Yeah, that's correct.
Direct waves, and then for the cap, join the cap 3 arrival, Delta 950.
American 603, descent via the cap 3, landing south for the Washington, altimeter showing 3041.
3041, descend via the cap 3 arrival, landing south, American 603.
Standby. November 1 Sierra Charlie, Cold Potomac on 1. Sorry, it's going to be 12605 today.
2605, thanks so much for the ATC 1 Sierra Charlie.
November 4 2 Lima's Romeo, contact Potomac 126.05 today.
2605, both Lima Romeo, thanks, good.
November.
We might get a handoff pretty soon.
Yeah, Cherokee 202 Romeo, bus letter, no number,
actually to Unicom since Jacksonville Center's on the line.
Stand by for 1202 Romeo.
Yeah. United 239, runway 5 left, clip takeoff on the bar, certified runway heading.
runway heading to runway 5.
Washington Center, Malicious 1, flight level 270, crossing the Charleston VOR.
Malicious 1, Washington, who got your tag? Because they still have your tag and I don't have you.
Was that from Malicious 1?
Yep.
I'm coming from uncontrolled airspace, Malicious 1.
Somebody still have your tag, so hold on, let me figure that out, who that is.
I'm Malicious 1, Mike, Lima, India, Sierra, Hotel, Sierra 1.
I am very well aware of who you are.
Washington.
Somebody still have your tag, so let me work on that, I'll get back to you.
Washington JetBlue 9246 with you passing 18,500 for 230.
JetBlue 1946, Washington, Roger, climb and maintain level 370.
Clementine, actually can we take flight 350 JetBlue 9246?
Washington Center, Aero 1202 Romeo.
Stand by. JetBlue 1946, climb and maintain level 350, so your final.
Clementine flight 350,
Beautiful
final
weather.
JetBlue 9246.
Perfect day for some flying.
November 1.
Good day for flying.
Blue 5521 Jacksonville, close radar service terminated, frequency change approved.
Over Unicom, Blue Streak 5521. Thanks for the ATCs. Yeah.
Okay, that's my problem.
Alright, over Unicom. Unicomer 122.8 checked. Let's see, how far are we? Alright, so still got about, so I said what, 20 miles-ish from Essent we'll start a descent, so 145-ish. Speed's more or less steady, autopilot's on. I'm gonna go to the lav real quick and evac. I'll be right back. Alright, back with you. Speed still bang on. Nice. So pretty much 85% N1 is working pretty well. Pretty well. There's the East Coast. Which we use as our left view. Maybe a slight glimpse of the engine. Whatever, we'll just keep it as it is. I like this side, but I don't want to repeat it. Kind of want, actually, you know what, I don't mind this. It just looks a little bit weird where it breaks like that over here. Looks skewed or something. But I do like seeing the back engine and the wing like that. Get a screenshot from outside. Snip. Gotcha. Save that. And then maybe one from. Ooh, this is a nice angle. Snip. Still can't believe how much of a shortcut we actually got from DC. Alright, just passing Sisu now. Alright, we're about 100 miles out from TOD. $7:59. I'll wait a couple more minutes to see if there's new weather information available for Jacksonville. And then another thing I could do is check if we see any VATSIM again one more time. No, okay. I'm not going to check VATSIM anymore. If they come online, they can contact me. Alright, we're going to be descending by the Lunny 1 arrival for a left downwind, runway 08, down in Jacksonville. If ATC comes online, obviously we'll follow their directions, otherwise we'll just give ourselves the same restrictions as noted on the star. And we'll follow those all the way down to, it has us 4,000 at Penn C and 210 knots. Good. At this time, I'm going to see if there's any new weather information in Jacksonville. Otherwise, we'll roll with what we got. Roll with what we got. I wonder why my flight control cam is not working. It's just not lighting up. Hopefully it's not my USB port itself, I'm hoping. Let's see, Jacksonville information as of 0056 Zulu. Beautiful, so that's from like 6 minutes ago. Winds are absolutely calm, 10 statute miles visibility, scattered 13,000. Temperature 9er, dew point -4, altimeter 30, 26. So couldn't ask for better weather down in Jacksonville. $30.26. So we're estimating Jacksonville at 13:46. It's 12:53. So in about 50 minutes. All right. Let's go. How do you ding the cabin in this thing? Throw on the seatbelt signs to on. Ladies and gentlemen, from the flight deck, this is Captain speaking on behalf of PSA Airlines. We'd like to thank you for joining us on this short service to Jacksonville, Florida. We're currently at our final cruising altitude of 36,000 feet, and we'll be starting our descent down towards Jacksonville in about 10 minutes. Weather down in Jacksonville is clear, sunny, and about 9 degrees centigrade. In a short while, the cabin crew will come around to make sure your seatbelts are secured with your tray table stowed, and we ask that you remain seated for the remainder of the flight and follow the cabin crew's instructions at all times. Again, on behalf of your first officer and cabin crew, this is Captain Simple. Thank you for joining PSA Airlines, and I hope you choose us again. Cabin crew, please prepare the cabin for arrival. Thank you. Alright, and we said last time that it's going to tune the localizer later on. That's fine. Alright, there's our top of the descent ring. It's funny how it doesn't appear in plan mode. That kind of sucks. And I don't know if Eli's still here, but he was asking if there's a top of descent. So there it is, Eli. There is a TOD marker indeed. Calculated by the CRJ itself. So it shows that in plan mode, but ironically enough, not okay. It shows the TOD in plan mode and in this mode, but for the fixed ring it doesn't show in plan mode. Alright, cool, whatever. Holy moly. It's a little bit close for comfort. So, I like how TCAS is auto in this thing. Just put it on norm and good to go. Let's turn up the sounds of the cabin, or the cockpit rather, as we're starting our descent pretty soon. And for the landing, we got to remember this thing is very floaty, so just keep that in mind. Now it doesn't need a hard flare at all. Yeah, about 30 miles. I'm going to go ahead and bring this down to 280 on the altitude selector knob. Alright, 280 magenta. That's my altitude restriction, the bottom restriction for Ascent. 280 or higher. The beautiful Florida, North Florida coast. And for runway 8, we're going to vacate on the right side. And we're going to taxi to Alpha 7. Let me show you guys real quick. So we're going to follow all the SAR restrictions for the Lunny 1 arrival down all the way from Ascent to Bent's to Goatby, Lunny, Save, Pensy, Rumi. We're going to join the ILS Yankee. We're going to vector ourselves from Rumi, which is going to be a left downwind, to intercept the ILS. And on landing, we're going to vacate probably Golf or Foxtrot, whatever. It depends how much we float, hee hee. And then we're going to go probably via Bravo all the way to hotel, and we're going to go to Alpha 7, which is right there. Alpha 7. Alright. And for the ILS climb approach course 077-110.7 on the localizer frequency, we're going to look for India Juliet Alpha X-ray for the identifier. Our minimums, which we're going to set now, is 230 on the barrel for the ILS. So I'm going to go minimums, MDA, enter. 230 on the barrel set, and holy sunshine. $230 feet on the MDA, beautiful. Looks good to moi. I'm gonna bring the thrust down a little bit because we're Mach 0.79ing now. And we're actually gonna go by our target. I'm gonna bring the speed back now to our target of 0.74 for the descent. Get rid of some thrust there, good. Looks like we have Jacksonville approach now, so on 127. That's good. What's the ATIS? I don't see an ATIS yet. So let's go dial that in. So we do have some ATC. 127 nothing. And down to Mach point 74 and time for our descent. Let's go. We'll start with, let's go like 15 or 1700 feet a minute. We'll see how that goes. For our VNAV profile, it suggests 4,000 feet a minute. Interesting. Alright, let's up this. Remember, I want to be at 280 or higher, so that's fine. Let's get an outside view. Alright, I'm happy with this fixed ring. I used it. I can delete it now. And the next altitude restriction is going to be between 300 and 260 for bents. So I'm actually going to go down to 260 here. .260 is set. I see it. Altimeter is 3026, and I'm going to look for if there is any ATIS yet for Jacksonville. 125.85. So let's go 125.85.
13,000 standard. Temperature 9er. 2.4. Altimeter 3026.
Okay.
Simultaneous approach is in use. Visual approach to runways 8 and 14 in use.
Runway
Departing
8.
runways 8 and 14. VFR aircraft say direction of flight. Push and start at pilot discretion if able to push into non-movement area. Read may call runway assignments and hold short instructions. Advise on initial contact. You have information Alpha. Jacksonville International Airport ATIS information Alpha 0056 Zulu. Westcom. Visibility 10. 13,000 standard. Temperature 9er. 2.4. Altimeter 3026. Simultaneous approach is in use. Visual approach to runways 8 and 14 in use. Departing runways 8 and 14. VFR aircraft say direction of flight. Push and start at pilot discretion if able to push into non-movement area. Read may call runway assignments and hold short instructions. Advise on initial contact. You have information Alpha.
Alright, information Alpha.
Jacksonville International.
Good. And I can get approach plugged in now. And I'm going to keep 290 in the descent now that we're past the transition. Can go all the way down to 8,000 now. Windows 95 TTS? What do you mean? Gary. Yeah, I'm just gonna keep going now, up down to 8,000. Nope, nope, where are you climbing? Where are you climbing? Go down to 8,000. Oh, I love scrolling on this altitude knob. It's just my favorite part of this aircraft. The text-to-speech voice from the 80s? Oh, okay, yeah, Windows 95. I remember Windows 95, Gary. I am old enough to remember. Hell, I even remember MS-DOS before Windows 95. Used to load up my stuff on MS-DOS. Good times. Simpler times. Simpler times, that's for sure. Alright, let's go down to 8,000. Alright, 8,000, I see it. And we want to be at 250 knots for Lunny. Norton Utilities, yeah, the whole Norton antivirus stuff. McAfee, or McAfee, however you say it. Alright, let's decrease the throttle a little bit. Had that on top of MS-DOS, nice. Guys, remember that game Pong? Was it called Pong? The one where you just hit the ball from the bar and you just move the bar left and right on the bottom of the screen to hit the ball and destroy the blocks? I freaking loved that game. What was my approach frequency? I said Jacksonville approach, and we do have alpha 127 nothing, so let's go put that back in here. 127 nothing. Good. So we're about 33 out from Gotsby, and then so we have 40,000. We're a little bit high. I'm going to decrease the throttle a little bit. We're about 30 to the northeast. Jacksonville traffic Blue Streak 5521 CRJ900 about 30 miles to the northeast of the field, descending by the Lunny 1 arrival out of flight level 199. We're planning a left downwind runway 08, Jacksonville. And with that, I'm going to go over to approach now. Just going to tune him in. And I'm going to go reverse his arm so I don't forget that. 127 nothing is active, good. We'll wait for him to contact us. So again, you want to be between 12 and 8 for Lunny. And what's my altimeter? 3026. So 3026 and altimeters 3026. Let's get the standby. 3026 set 3 times. And what's the temperature? TAT -1. I'm gonna throw on the anti-ice. At least the cal as we're going into the soup. Alright, anti-ice going on. Computers are so easy now. I remember my dad spending a whole weekend trying to set up a printer. Yeah, back in the day, any electronic I bought, it just felt like I have no luck, you know? Every freaking electronic, something had to be wrong with it. It was just hard. Everything needed troubleshooting. Now everything just like works out of the box, luckily. Eli wouldn't agree. Oh my god. I really hope his Microsoft starts cooperating. I'd be freaking so frustrated if I had that issue. Every other flight it crashes. Alright, I'm gonna slowly start to bring back the speed. I'll bug 250. Is bugged, and I want to enjoy the scenery. I'm gonna take my glasses off. Looks beautiful. Look at that. Not that much sun in my face anymore. Alright, you want to be at 250, and then the next restriction is Savage. Speed's gone back to 250. Good, there we go. Speed's 250. Let's give it some thrust. I'm going to contact approach myself. An approach hello, blue streak 5521 descending via the Lunny 1 out of 8,400 with Alpha.
Aircraft calling Jacksonville approach. My apologies, Mr. Call sign.
Blue streak 5521.
521, good evening, radar contact. Expect the visual approach for runway 8. Go ahead and descend via the Looney 1 arrival.
Visual runway 8 descend via the Looney 1 arrival for Blue Streak 5521. Alright, I'm going to go down to 6,000. Let's just go speed mode. Visual runway 8. Just me, welcome. New haircut, looking like a captain. Thank you. Welcome, welcome. Just me. Hope you had a great day, man. Thanks for dropping by. So we're gonna be at 2,000 to intercept the ILS, pretty much at Libby. He's giving us a visual. That's fine. So I'm going to be between 6,000 and 7,000, that's fine, and then after that it's going to be 4,000 for Pensy. Alright, give me vertical speed. Just keep 1,000 feet a minute. Beautiful approach into Jacksonville. Smash that like button if you haven't already, guys. I appreciate you. Are we frozen? Oh, that was a huge stutter, eh? Huge stutter over there. Bring back your cartoons. Yeah, if somebody watched them, I'd bring them back. When they have like freaking 20 views, I'm not gonna bring them back. I have 8 episodes out. That's more than good enough for a trial run. Won't you agree, just me? I have 8 or 9 episodes. I think 8 episodes. Alright, 8 miles out from Savage. And of course, just me's talking about Flight Geeks. Flight Geeks animated series I made when I just started the channel a couple years back. Alright guys, I'm going to be pretty, yes I got a tie. We going to be a pretty busy approach right now, so I'm going to not see chat as much. Damn, I need a screenshot right here, right now. Screenshot. Good. Pretty much passing Savage. I'm gonna go down to 4,000. Let's bring the speed back to 210. Awesome, Captain. Focus on the flight. So landing is smooth. Thank you, Captain. Have a safe landing. Appreciate everything you do. Appreciate you for tuning in. Just me. Appreciate it, man. Thanks for your support, dude. 210. Thrust idle. Let me get a little bit of speed brakes in. Alright, speed brakes stowed. 4,000 feet and 210 knots coming in pretty much. Alright, give me speed check flaps 1. Flaps 1. Speed. It's a little gusty. Speed tape's kind of oscillating back and forth and stuff. Alright, we're gonna keep 210 and 4,000. Just gonna level off here until told otherwise by ATC. And missed approach, should we need it, it would be climb to 1,000, then climbing left turn to 3,000 on heading 250, outbound on the Charlie Romeo Golf VOR, radial 290 to Monia International and hold.
Blue Streak 5521 center, maintain 2,000. Flight heading, expect vectors for the visual.
Down to 2,000 vectors for the visual for Blue Streak 5521. Alright, present heading. $2,000 vertical speed. So we're in heading mode now. I'm going to bring down my speed actually now to 180. Or we'll keep it 200 for now. Alright, 1,000 feet to go.
Ladies and gentlemen, we are about to land. Please remain seated until we have stopped.
Alright, flaps, let's go flaps 8. Speed check, flaps 8.
Blue Streak 5521, turn right heading, sorry, turn left heading 200.
Left heading 200, Blue Streak 5521.
And 5521, the field should be on your left there, about 10 miles. Advise when you have it sight.
Looking, Blue Streak 5521. Do we see the field?
Jacksonville approach southwest 399, ready to taxi with Alpha.
Oh yeah, there it is. And Blue Streak 5521 field in sight.
399, Southwest 399, good afternoon, good evening, Jacksonville approach. Did you get my pre-departure clearance?
I got an ACOS.
Very good. Okay. I'll be with you 1 second.
And field in sight, Blue Streak 5521.
Okay, Blue Streak 5521, you're cleared for the visual approach, runway 8.
Clear for the visual, runway 8, Blue Streak 5521. Let's see, would we be able to get approach? Speed check, flaps 20. There's the field. Glide slope's still coming in. It says lobe captured, but it's flashing.
Southwest 399. Got taxi to
performance.
Be the,
So VREF 144 today.
Papa, Victor, Juliet, Alpha, and then Lima.
Runway 8 via Romeo, Papa, Victor, Juliet, Alpha, Lima. For Southwest.
I'm gonna go gear down. Let's see if glide slope actually comes in. Glide slope. Is it moving? No hat and real epaulets, fancy stuff. Welcome, Brendan. Welcome. Trying to see if I can catch this glide slope. Okay, glide slope is alive. Alright, give me flaps next. Flaps 30. Just give me flaps 45. Welcome, welcome, Mr. Brandon.
Blue Streak 5521, runway 8, clear to land.
Runway 8, clear to land. Blue Streak 5521. Gotta love it when we're like, cut a land, cut a land, cut a land. Alright, here's the outer marker. Lights on, we are cleared to land. We're gonna vacate on the right. Let's get an outside view real quick. Hold your ears, this might be a little loud. The aircraft did a pretty good job of catching the localizer on that visual we were cleared on. Happy with that. Gear down, 3 green, no red, flaps 45 and indicated. It's funny, Brendan, all this attire started from that day that you're like, you should wear sunglasses, and it just started with the sunglasses, and now we're here. I would have never thought of any of this. Thanks to Brendan for the idea. Indirectly, anyway. Okay, let's do one more screenshot. Snap. Thank you. Let's go
1,000.
Record. Alright, 1,000, and like I said, flight control cam does not want to work today for some reason, so we're just gonna have to make do. Recording is recording now. Good. Alright, my aircraft. We got winds on the nose. Remember, this puppy can get really floaty and doesn't need that much flare. I almost want to do a hard landing. It's always like floaty and smooth.
500. 400. 400.
Thanks, Radalt. Alright, 2 red, 2 white on the PAPs.
200 minimums.
Runway side, landing.
Sync rate 100.
Thank you.
50, 40, 30, 20, 10.
Spoilers, it's always smooth. It's like harder to do a hard landing than a smooth landing in this thing. Spoilers, reverse, green. Manual brakes. Well, all we have is manual brakes. Let's see if we can make this. Alright, and we made golf. Welcome down to Jacksonville. Beautiful. Smash that like button for that arrival. That was absolutely enjoyable. I love this aircraft, man. Should have flown it more often. Butter into Jacksonville. Let's clear the runway here.
Please remain seated until the aircraft has come to a complete stop.
And we're gonna hold it here and clean it up real quick. Left our anti-ice on, that should have been off. Whoopsies. Alright. Landing lights, strobes can come off. APU. Inlet door, wait for it to open. Beautiful. And start the APU. And let's clean up our flappers. Beautiful, and stop the recording. Good, and we're clear at Gulf. Blue Streak 5521, clear of runway 8 at Gulf. We request Alpha 7. No? There he is. I hear him about to talk.
Street 5529, welcome. You got taxi to the ramp via Alpha Hotel.
To the ramp via Alpha Hotel, Bruce Street 5521. Thanks for the ATC tonight.
Thanks for flying in. Good night.
Perfect. So we're gonna go right here. Hold your ears, might be a little loud. And remember, this was real world PSA Airlines operations. They do have this same flight, Blue Streak 5521 or PSA 5521, whatever you want to call it.
Ready to go, runway 8.
They're Southwest from DCA to Jacksonville.
Southwest 399, runway clear for takeoff.
Runway 8.
About 95 minutes in the air. Let's watch the Southwest takeoff. Again, smash that like button if you haven't already. I'd really appreciate your support, guys. I'm going to take a left on Hotel here. Let's see our landing rate. We got 0.95 Gs. I don't really care about the FPM minus 55, but 0.95 Gs. I really want to see this Southwest rotate. Man, this looks so good. The sim's looking good. Alright, let's watch this guy rotate. Safe flight southwest. See ya. Alright, left turn onto hotel. And let's see if we can get Alpha 7 from GSX. Gate. What? 7 Alpha? Alpha 7? 7 Alpha? I guess. Witnesses, if I was in the terminal waiting area and saw you walking on the plane looking like this, I'd totally be like, yeah, good deal, guy looks legit. I'll get on the plane and we'll be fine. All I'm missing is one of those name tags, right? With the strap. I even wore a real tie. Gotta keep it official. Now that we're on the ground, I can throw on my sunglasses again. I can look even more cool for you guys. Look at me, I'm a real fake pilot. I'm so cool. Hey Cat, what's going on, Cat? Welcome, Cat. Alright, so Alpha 7, it's going to be straight and to the right, pretty much there somewhere, Alpha 7. I see the GSX stuff there, if I'm not mistaken. Yeah, there's all our baggage and stuff like that. Good. I'm going to throw off the recogs as well now. And we got APU avail, good, and lead airs are all auto, good to go.
Rear contact. Turn left heading 340, direct Bristol, climb maintain 15,000.
Can we just go into the ramp area?
Up 15,000 and direct to Bristol, Southwest 399.
There's a line here. Follow this. Alright, now which one's Alpha 7? See the guy right there. It's kinda hard to tell. Okay, we're gonna go with this one. That's probably Alpha 7. Alpha 7, yep. And our lights are off so we don't blind them. And we don't have any radars. Radars are off, good. We got 2 of them here today. Hey, 10 centimeters off. We'll take it. Alright, engine. Can we get ground power connected? Let's go aircraft, ground power, engine number 2, engine numero 1. Alright, let's go block time. Was it not recording? I'm sure it says ET. Okay, rip. Ooh, I'll take that parking. And let's go beacon lights. Do we have 5% and 1 or less? 5% and 1 or less, good. We'll go, we'll throw off the hydraulic pumps. This can come off. APU is using its own. APU power is drawing fuel, as Blue Streak Aviation told us last time. And beacon lights. Welcome to Jacksonville. Looking good. Let's take a couple screenshots. Actually, we'll go GSX first, D-board. Beautiful, look at that. And thanks to the ATC controller for giving us some ATC action. Disconnect from VATSIM. Let's go. Screenshot. Waiting for your action. Open aft cargo. I will open all these for you guys.
Ladies and gentlemen, the door is open. Please make your way to the exit.
Well, don't exit from here. That's going to be a lawsuit. Beautiful. Let's go screenshot. There's a flight attendant ready to bow politely to the post customers as they deboard. We got the Field 2 High Jacksonville scenery. Not too shabby. Not too shabby at all. While they deboard, you know what I'm gonna do? I'm gonna head over to the control tower to see if it's modeled. And it looks like it is. Scenery for the win. So this is the Field 2 High Jacksonville scenery. Get your copy, guys. It has an ATC tower. You know I'm not going to need anything else. Modeled ATC tower. All I need in my sceneries. That and nice cars. Nice textured cars. What is this little ball thing here? That looks so detailed. Oh, that's cool. Excuse me while I do a screenshot of that. Love sunny Florida. A visit from me to Florida is definitely due. Love this sim, man. I can't wait till Microsoft 2024. I can only imagine. Hopefully the performance improves. The photogram gets a little bit of a boost in quality. Can't wait. Oh yeah, pretty nice scenery. I like it. These terminals not modeled, but where we were, it was modeled. Oh, we even got people here. We got moving people. Very good performance as well. Oh my god, what happened here? Oh, I thought the chairs were all like thrown around and stuff, but it's just a double-sided. It's funny. This guy's me when I go to the airport, just standing by the window. Oh, but he's talking on the phone. I'd be like holding my phone, like just pure doing plane spotting as much as I can. It was a beautiful day to fly for real. Weather really cooperated. Alright, I'll be right back. I'm just going to evacuate real quick and then we'll get to the replays and all that fun stuff. Alright. Let's see what we got. So, for you guys over here. So we got 0.95 G's, butter, minus 55. We shall take that one. And then if I go to, where's Sim Toolkit Pro here? There was ATC all around us except Jacksonville Center, but at least we had approach online. So when I complete the flight, we got 99 FPM, 1.02 G's. We'll take that. Winds were nice and calm. So 1,000 footers, 1,500, 2,000, 2,500 footers. So still in the touchdown zone. Good, we'll take that. Let's see the pilots deboard. Where are they coming from? Where am I deboarding from? There they go. See ya. There's the crew bus. Holy moly, how many flight attendants do we need for a little CRJ? Screenshot. There I go. All right. Let's hop in the pit and get this ready for the replay. Oh my God, he's still standing there with his arm like that. Dude, you can drop your hand. You can drop your arm. I already parked. Just chill. Okay, let's go. Ready for taxi state, I guess. Close all this. We'll set our flaps for landing.
Ladies and gentlemen, on behalf of the captain and crew, welcome aboard.
Reverses arm, good.
Enjoy flying with us. Before takeoff, we would like to encourage all passengers.
Light it up. Alright, let's get the replay. Let's get the replay. And I'm going to post all these screenshots I took throughout the flight, as always, to Discord, !Discord. If you want to join our server, I'd be happy to have you join our shenanigan conversations.
Ladies and gentlemen, please pay attention.
Alright, let's go replay. So VPilot is off. Beautiful. We're gonna go replay.
If there is smoke in the cabin during the evacuation of the aircraft, the walkway emergency lights will display to the exit. The captain aborts the takeoff. Please remain in your seat. In case of an extreme emergency.
How do you disable this jip whiz? It's so annoying on the replays. Where is the jip whiz inhibit? Whatever. I'll have to look into it.
Delta sync. 300. Delta sync. Delta sync. 200. Delta sync. 100. Delta sync. 50, 40, Delta sync, 20, 10,
Smooth.
Delta sync. Delta sync, 400.
Turn down the volume with our shadow and everything. Very nice. Bring it in for the butter. Beauty. Let's go external view. Alright guys, enjoy the rest of your evening. Enjoy the last couple bits of the replay. I'm going to obviously show the plane spotting view as well after this. Very good flight. I appreciated all you guys who joined. Thanks for smashing the like. Scott, thanks for that tip. Brendan Berry, shout out always to you, sir. Just me, thanks for being in chat. Gary, Eli, and all you guys. Appreciate you. AV8 as well. Until next time, guys, I am out. Enjoy the rest of the replay, and see ya. We out.
The year is 1991. Birds and people are living together in seemingly perfect harmony, until one day a young man catches fire. This is Phoenix.
Don't sink. Don't sink. Don't sink. 500. Don't sink. 400. 400. Don't sink. Don't sink. Don't sink. 300. Don't sink. 200. Don't sink. Don't sink. 100. Don't sink.
40, 30, 20, 10.